that you can actually look at him while you're listening to me, and if I mess up, then you can laugh at him, not me, and also we'll go from there. So I'm gonna read this, and I appreciate you typing this in bold, because I don't have my glasses, so just go from there. Upon beginning his discharge from the U.S. Marines, Fire Chief John Heath began his fire service with the Montana Air National Guard. After completing his obligation with the Guard, Chief Heath continued his career with the Gina, Louisiana Fire Department. During his time with the Gina Fire Department, Chief Heath began as a driver/operator. He was promoted to captain and then appointed to fire chief by the Gina Town Council. One of the proudest accomplishments by Chief Heath was starting a successful fire prevention program in all the schools in the department's service area. During this time, he also attended LSU at Eunice to obtain an associate's degree in fire science. If I'd have known that, I'd have hired him. And after leaving the Gina Fire Department, he went to work as a firefighter for the Department of Defense at Naval Station Treasure Island in San Francisco, California. While serving with the Treasure Island Fire Department, Chief Heath received a Medal of Valor and a Special Service Award from the United States Congress for his actions during the Loma Prieta earthquake of October 11, 1989. He then relocated to Corpus Christi Naval Station in Texas. While there, he received a serious back injury. He then transferred to the Naval Air Station in New Orleans Fire Department, where he continued to work as an aircraft rescue firefighter for 7 more years. He was then put on medical retirement. Not being able to serve as a firefighter anymore, he was allowed to perform non-firefighting duties as a volunteer. He rejoined the International Fire Chiefs Association as he was elected to serve as a member on the board of directors for Volunteer Chief Officers section for 5 years. He was also an instructor for the Pierce Fire Apparatus Leadership Training classes throughout the United States and Canada. Chief Heath also worked with Special Risk Insurance and Volunteer Firemen's Insurance Company, teaching risk management classes throughout the state of Louisiana. Upon returning to Gina, Louisiana, Chief Heath was selected as Chief Officer for the Somerville-Roseville Volunteer Fire Department. During his tenure at the department, working closely with the Fire District's Board of Directors, many improvements were made. Those include building a training classroom, kitchen, and office. Also under his leadership, the department purchased 3 major pieces of apparatus which were instrumental in lowering the department's insurance rating. Due to health issues, Chief Heath retired from the Somerville-Roseville Fire Department after 13 years of dedicated and loyal service. Chief Heath. Woo!
This time, we're gonna restore this honor. Jonathan, would you come up right here? And it says to Chief John C. Heath is hereby inducted into the Louisiana Fire Chiefs Hall of Fame for his leadership activities in the stately community. From Samuel 1, verse 20-30, the Lord said, "For those who honor me, I will honor." And that's what we did tonight, John, for you. From the Louisiana First Responders Christian Association in the year of our Lord, November 2018. And it's a great, great pleasure to my good friend John. I present this. I'm going to get to say a few words and then stay up here, okay?
I think the most important thing I need to say is they asked me about what I've done in the fire service, and I left out one of the key issues for the association. The association represents Christians. During my time when they asked me about my qualifications, I had to let them know that I had been involved with church through teaching Sunday school, serving in the evangelism explosion, or going out and witnessing. I spent many days, which was really a pleasure, going on youth trips with my son and my daughter. So we did a lot in the church, and I still love my church and I love my Lord. So we'll get that out of the way. I wanted that done. The other thing I need to remember, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget, because I don't want, if I forget anything tonight, I don't want to forget that I married my wife 37 years ago. She never liked the fire service, but she never, ever once stopped me from doing it. And even though she hated it, when we used to go out 3 or 4 in the morning, she'd bring us drinks, coffee, whatever we needed. Coffee, not so much, but the rest of it she would do, and she would help us a lot. And she was always there for fundraisers and anything like that. Now, I don't know, am I supposed to go on with telling them who I'm gonna present my,
No, that's not it, that's the matter room.
so I can't tell them here at all?
Well, if you like,
Well, I've already spilled the beans to the boys.
go ahead, John, I knew you would.
Well, you don't tell me, that's just too bad. I'm
Just
old.
one of our board members too, so.
I'm old, I forget, you know. I missed the call. Anyway, his name is Todd Doty, he's 10 years old, and he's a member of PAC 14. And what at first, they told me that we wanted to do people under the age of 17. I did have a young lady selected that's going to college, but she understood and she was fine with it. So just to let you know about that. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna give the money to the PAC in his name. He'll get the check to turn over to the PAC, and then he'll get new uniforms. He'll get to go to any camps, anything like that they need where they have to have money. This money will pay us as long as it don't run out. And should, for some reason, he have to choose to get out, the PAC will keep the money and they will take it and use it for another child. But it's his until, as long as he's in the Scouts, that's all his. And he can go wherever his parents want him to go. So, just wanted you to know that. Some of you don't remember that I used to be fire chief here. And I only got one thing, the fire marshals in the back, I think they'll appreciate this more than anybody. The guy that put me in the corner here. Somebody asked me the other day, what was the proudest thing that ever happened in my career? And I gotta tell you, we were teaching public education in schools, and we were going around Smoky Bear, and we did everything we could do. And we taught a class, I guess you call it a class, we told kids, it's your job to be teachers. Go home and teach your parents what to do about fire prevention and to get a smoke detector. Well, the little boy went home and he told his parents that day, you have to get a smoke detector. The fire chief said you gotta have a smoke detector. And they went and bought one. 3 o'clock that morning, his house caught on fire. His parents and him crawled out the window in the bedroom, and his daddy and mama told him that if it had not been for him telling them to buy that smoke detector, that they probably wouldn't have made it out. And I think that's all of our wishes. If there's nothing better you can do than saving a life, pulling them out of the house, except get them to get a smoke detector, put it in their house, and let them get saved by that. So I've done a lot of good things. I've done a lot of bad. They didn't tell you none of that. We'll just leave it at that. I want to thank my son and his family for coming up, and my family for supporting me, and all of my friends here, and just everybody. Thanks, everyone.
All of our board, like we said, we had different ministers and priests, who would like Father Kenny Domang to do a special blessing on John.
Lord our God, we pray your blessing upon all of our first responders, but especially tonight as we reflect upon this service of Fire Chief John Heath. We pray that your continued blessings for him and his wife, who loves him dearly, and may they all continue to be good, supportive ministers and good stewards of God's love and goodness to all of us. And the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna turn it over to Chief Harvey.
Oh, you can go, okay, take this with you so you don't scratch that up.
Yeah.
I'll never be able to fill John's shoes out there, Somerville, and I'm not gonna try because I'm not nearly that ugly.